login session or not. Where it will check? It will check in the browser's memory. It will check in the browser's memory. Okay. So once it checked, it takes two things. Auth we are importing from Firebase, and current user, right? It will take something as current user. Then you are setting the current user to this user variable, whether it is logged in or not, making the loading as false. And it will return the unsubscribe as a function, right? It will return unsubscribe as a function. Then we have written if loading. Sometime Firebase takes time. Sometime Firebase takes time. So in that way, if loading is set to true, because by default it is true, so it will show a simple paragraph loading. Otherwise, navigate to /login, right? Now we should go to app.jsx to implement it. Here path is /feeds. Element is simple. So first import the protected root here. Understand it again if you are missing out. There is a root with the path as /feeds. Now you don't want to load the feeds page. You want to load the protected route page. And this protected route page will take one child argument. So I am giving the feeds argument. Is it clear? So where we came now? To login page, because in the Microsoft page we are not logged in. Let's try to go back to feeds page. Where it is taking us? To the login page, because you are not a logged in user. But in Chrome we are having a login session, so it is taking us, see, loading means whenever page is loading it will show in this way. Here feeds is visible. Now if you are opening a private window in Chrome, it will take you to the login page. So protected route is applied now. Protected route is applied. Okay. Now next thing, whenever this feeds page is getting loaded, now all of our work is going to be in this page. This is going to be a single page application. Okay. This is going to be our single page application. Means there will be no further home, about, contact, not like that. Because routing already we are applying and there is no need of writing that part. Yesterday I told you that we are going to use rapid APIs for that. So go to this rapid API website. Not only the API that we are using, it provides you lot of other APIs also. You can see here lot of APIs are available. They have APIs for almost each and every task. So we can search for whether if they are having. So yes, we are having some of the APIs for weather. So this is a free weather API by Yahoo that you can use. So this one key, right? So here they will give you the URLs and that you can use here. Okay. But we are going to use the exercise URL. So this is the API. You can check if it is visible to you. Exercise DB. This is we are going to use. In that, let me show you some of the part that they are having. So they are having the equipment list. part? They are having the equipment list part, and this is the kind of URL. So just we'll copy this URL, I'll paste in a new tab. So okay, we need to write the API key. So this is our API key for that. But first you need to subscribe to it, means you need to create your account. So let's go there. I'll go with a free plan. In free plan, how many? So they are giving 600 request per month, but there is one more thing written as hard limit, means hard to hard. Let me show you. 600 per month is the hard limit, means you cannot use more than 600 request. And there are two things. Understand the APIs working. Here in the request section, they are showing that 600 request per month. Here they are showing that rate limit is 1000 request per hour, means in 1 hour you can make 1000 request. What is that? So, and here you will see in the paid plans it is 120 request per minute, 120 request per minute, 120 request per minute. 120 request per minute means how many request per hour? 7020. Sorry, 7200. In paid plans, 7200 requests per minute per hour, and in the free plan 1000 requests per hour. But here they are showing 600 per month. What is this logic? Right? What is this logic? That in month they are saying that 600 request, but 1 hour is giving 1000 limit. So understand this part. Here depends on user and IP address. It means that in a month you can accept only 600 different IP address. This request means how many requests a user can make within an hour, right? Let's say I have 600 users of my website of feeds. Now 600 first person cannot access it, but all those 600 people can use with a rate of 1000 rate per hour. In 1 hour there will be only 1000 request dispersal. So we'll go with the free plans. Let's subscribe to it. Please provide free APIs. And then what is this? Sohail, what is this? Are you paying something for this API? It is also free, right? In that you will get other options, that like where you are writing the things, how you will writing the things. So let's check HTTP. So this will work in this particular way. This is the API key that you are having. This is the host panel. This is the host. If you go with JavaScript, these are the things that you can write there, because there are a lot of method, right? There are a lot of methods. Sometimes we use fetch, sometimes we create the get post methods, right? So in Angular there will be HTTP client if Angular is available here. So it's not available, but there are the different ways. If we want to fetch this particular part, then how we will fetch? If we are just, let's say, equipment list. So this is the link for equipment list. And here it is saying that invalid API key. Now you need to pass the parameters. So if I'm writing key equals to, what is our API key? This is our API key that is coming 6084, something like that. Copy it and paste. Again, there might be some tox error. Okay, so let it get approved first. Now, what this particular part will give us, it will give the exercise name, and here you can check the results as well. So check the endpoint of test. So here these are the exercise name. So this is for waist part, body weight, and this is the URL that it is giving you one GIF also. So let's check this GIF. I don't know what it is. So like plank you can do. In that we will be showing these things. That if you want to remove your family pack, you have to do this. Okay, so these kind of things it will provide us. If you have your own GIFs, you can use those, but that again will be a longer go, but we will not use. We will try to use from here only, right? Let's check others also. This is side bend. So like this, like all the GIFs will be showing the exact thing that how you need to do this particular exercise. Air bike. Wow, these kind of things are also there. Interesting. So this is the exercise part. If we go to the equipment list, like how many equipments are there, test the endpoints, so it will show you these kind of things. Here it is just showing the equipment name. There is no GIF, nothing like that. Okay. And here it is showing something as target. So let's test this target as well. Again, it is showing some GIFs to us. See, it is providing you lot of things, right? It is providing you lot of things. It totally depends on you that what you want to use. So we are going to use the APIs from this particular part. Okay. We will be writing it. So in our first application, we will write that part. I think they are approving the API or my like account kind of things. So we'll check that. Okay, so we are still like having one particular unit to discuss, that is React with TypeScript. So project will continue, but before that let's discuss, let's complete that part so that it is not getting pending. TypeScript. Any idea about TypeScript? Anyone, have you heard about it? Any, just word TypeScript, brother of JavaScript. Now we are going to see what is TypeScript, how it works, and what is the actual difference between JavaScript and TypeScript. Okay. So the first thing, that TypeScript was developed by Microsoft. It was developed by Microsoft. And we are talking about company, so we will talk about the developer also. So it was developed by Anders. Full name you can Google, I forgot it. So there was a developer named Anders. The same person was the developer of C Sharp. So the person who has developed C Sharp was the same person who developed TypeScript. When we are saying that it's a brother of type JavaScript, so it is somewhat related to JavaScript only. Then what will be the difference, that we will see now. TypeScript is a strongly used object oriented programming language. It is considered as the superset of JavaScript. What it is? Superset of JavaScript. Remember something from 11th class, first chapter, mathematics set. So what is superset? Superset means which has all the related things. So you can say that in TypeScript, everything is there what you have in JavaScript with added functionality. So it will say that TypeScript has everything from JavaScript with some added functionality. With some added functionality. That's it. But one, what added functionality it is having, TypeScript adds the type safety to the variables. Type safety to the variables. So let's go to the playground of TypeScript. So we'll go to typescriptlang.org. This is the official website of TypeScript, typescriptlang.org. In that you will be seeing this particular playground option. So we'll go there, means just a compiler. Okay. Now here we will be writing the code. Okay. So let's start writing. I will write console.log im TypeScript. I am using TypeScript. Run it. So answer is coming as I am using TypeScript. Same like JavaScript, no difference. Then where is the difference? Difference generally relies with the variables where you can add the type safety. There is a simple conversion. TypeScript and JavaScript Both are like brothers, where JavaScript is an undisciplined JavaScript is an undisciplined boy, while TypeScript is the that's it. JavaScript is, we are saying that it is undisciplined because if you are creating a variable, it will accept number value, float value, like everything it will accept. TypeScript won't accept. It will ask you that okay, write numbers only. How we will do that? I will declare a number here, same let const where everything is same, nothing a change here. So let's say let num equals to 20, right? By the way, semicolons are optional here also. There is no discipline on semicolon. 20, it's taking. If I'm writing some other value, let's num equal to Shivam. This is a string. Shivam is getting printed. If I am writing here true false means boolean value, that is also getting printed, right? So where it is having type safety, it is also accepting everything. It is accepting everything because internally the TypeScript code is converted to JavaScript code. TypeScript cannot run directly. The code of TypeScript will be converted to JavaScript first, right? TypeScript cannot run anything. First, the code will be converted to TypeScript, JavaScript only. So here you will see .js section. This is the corresponding JavaScript code of what you are writing. And it's getting printed. And according to JavaScript, everything is fine. Means this is a correct code. So here, let me zoom out a bit. If you are able to check here, to this num, I will say something. So I will write let num colon number equals to 10. What I have said, num colon number. Now you have added a type safety to this variable, that this num variable will accept the number values only. Now let's run this. So what we are getting 10, right? Here we are getting 10. What is the corresponding JavaScript code now? Because we know JavaScript don't have these kind of things. Now this is the corresponding JavaScript code. Then what is the benefit of using TypeScript if JavaScript is still doing the same thing? I will say there is a profit, and the profit is here. Error that JavaScript never show you. TypeScript will show you the compile time error as well. TypeScript will show you compile time errors. Generally, JavaScript don't show any error. It will show error on the runtime only. And by using TypeScript, it is very easy to debug the application because it will most of the time it will be showing you the compile time error. Now, what is the error? Type string is not assignable to type number. Means you are trying to assign string values to number, and that is not allowed. Now it is throwing error. Okay, so you cannot. Let's try it with boolean values. Same thing again. Type boolean is not assignable to type number. Type boolean is not assignable to type number. That's it. So here it will be accepting only number. In number it can accept point values as well, right? In numbers, it can accept decimal float point values as well, but only a number, not a string and boolean value. Let's run it and it is getting printed. There is no problem. It's fine. If we are casting this num variable to a string, so let's say I will create let s colon string. So you need to attach a colon and the type. Generally, if you're talking in Java, so there you have to write int num equals to something like that. Here you need to attach a colon and then the type name. Now this s will accept a string value only. So let's write here some number value. No, you can't. Type number is not assignable to type string. Now this is a string, so it's taking 234 is getting printed. That's fine. If it is a boolean, it will accept only true or false value, right? Now, how many of you are getting this thing in your mind that for writing this particular part only Microsoft built TypeScript, or there might be some other use of TypeScript also? For that, I will say let's just go to VS Code and we will generate a new project. This time we will use TypeScript. So we will use Vite as our I want to develop React app with TypeScript. Every step is same. There is no change. Till then we'll talk here only. Let's create a function. So I will create a function of add, and this function will accept two numbers a and b. A and b. After that it will print the sum of these two variables. And a and b is throwing error. Generally in JavaScript there is no error. Here you are getting the error. And error will say something like that, not understandable. Now it is asking you that why don't you add the type to this? What it is saying, parameter a implicitly has any type. Means you are declaring a with any type. There is a any type also in Java TypeScript. There is one any type also. Now I am saying that a will be a number, same method, colon type name, and b will be a number. That's it. A will be a number, b will be a number, and this is printing a plus b. Now let's call the add function. We will write the values as 3 and 5. What we are expecting it to print? 8. It's printing. Now what I will do is, let's say this function is returning something and this function is returning a plus b. Is there any error? Is there any error in this? No error. So here I will remove this console.log statement, and here I will print the calling of function. Same answer, no error. But now I will ask something, that when this a and b are having the type, but our function is not having any type. Generally, if you're talking about Java or other programming language, there you have to use the access modifier like public, private, protected. Let's say public, and there is a add function, but you have to attach its type also. Public string add, public int add, right? Then can we do this thing in TypeScript? So answer is yes, we can do. Now if I am doing this thing, what will be the output of the program? If I am running this code now, what will be the output? A plus B will be the output. A plus B will be the output. Why? Because I am running this thing as a message now. This is a add function which is accepting two values. That two values are of number, but it is returning a string. Isn't it a problem? So do one thing, give a casting to this add function as well. Same thing. So here you are creating the function colon number error. Now return is throwing error because you have casted this function to be a number. Type string is not assignable to type number because this function is trying to return a number. You should return a number. That's it. So now you have to return a number only, otherwise it will throw errors. Semicolon is optional here, right? Semicolon is optional here as well. Run it. It is coming now. So that's how you attach the type safety to functions and variables. Our project is created, I think. So let's try to run the project now. Same project, Wheat plus React count, something like that. TypeScript project is running now. So Fids we are closing. We'll do it tomorrow. And let's come to TypeScript. Same folder structure, right? Wherever you are having .js, this time you will be having .ts. That's it. Instead of JSX, it will be as TSX. Any change here? Function app count, set count, no change. Change will be coming whenever you are writing the variables or other things. Let's remove it. Generating a component like this. Okay. What we are returning out of this application is let's return a h1 that type is script project. It's coming. It is coming in center because index.css is running. So remove it. TypeScript project is coming now. That's it. That's the only difference. Now what we will do is let's declare something. So I will say let num equals to 20. And coming after printing this thing, if we are trying to change the value, let's say num equals to 20, then I will say num equals to Shivam. So here I have created a string. What it is saying? It is saying something like this. Type string is not assignable to type number. But where we set that thing to TypeScript that this number is a number? Where we said it? I'll show you something. Wait. It's not here. Generally, this is called the memory of TypeScript. So when you assign a 20 to it, it remembered it. That number should be, this num variable should be a number. And if you are trying to assign a string value, it will throw you compile time error. So what is the benefit of using TypeScript? So the first benefit that we are going to have is, by using TypeScript, debugging the code is easier because it provides compilation time errors as well. Generally, if you are doing this thing in JavaScript, there is no error, right? If you have declared a num variable with 20 as its value, then changing the num value to Shivam, there is no error. Syntactically, this is a error. Syntactically, that is a error. So you can't do it. If here I am writing num colon string, then this will throw error that 20 is not a string. So make this 20 as a string. Now everything is fine. So what will be the output? Shivam will be the output, because at last you are writing this thing. This is TypeScript. This one only. Other things are also there. So we'll discuss. There is a, let's say, temp variable, and we are printing the value of this temp variable as well. Now, if I'm writing temp equals to 12, okay, if I'm writing temp equals to string, that is also okay. Is there some method in JavaScript or TypeScript that doesn't matter what we are writing? It should accept all the values. It should accept all the values, because sometimes we want that, okay, temp is a variable that we will use for temporary purpose. Sometimes we need to store number values in this temp. In the same project I'm talking about, sometimes we do need to store number values, string values. So the answer is yes, you can do it. For that, there is a type called any. There's a type called any. Now this any means it can accept any value. So at top it is accepting a string value. Now it is accepting a number value, and now it is accepting a boolean value without any error. So if you are writing temp colon any, it will accept the any kind of value. But generally this is not a good way to do it. Generally this is not a good way, because why you are using TypeScript then? But if you are using TypeScript, and in that you are using this temp variable, generally there are 2-3 keywords, something as temp, flag, demo, test. These kind of things are there that we use for testing purpose of a lot of variables. So they can hold any value. Sometime we will be testing them for numbers, sometime for other things. So you can assign a any type and you can start using it. Not too much is there in TypeScript. It is entirely based on JavaScript, and no browser will, or no particular package, no particular IDE will run TypeScript. Who runs JavaScript? Node.js, right? Node runs JavaScript. So when you are running a TypeScript file, first it will be converted to JavaScript. Then only it will be run by your particular. So I'll show you. Let's say in the React folder, I will create a file. In the main React folder, I will create a file demo.ts. So I have created a file demo.ts. In that, let's say I'm writing console.log hello world. And this entire code is of This entire code is of JavaScript. Now we are having a demo.ts file. How to run the JavaScript files? Node and then the file name. Right, for that let's first check node version. Yes, we are, because we are using React. So if I am writing node demo.ts, it is saying hello world, right? But you need to convert it also. So here I write tsc demo.ts, and you will see that one corresponding demo.js file is automatically created. So first when you are running TypeScript, it will convert it to JavaScript, right? So internally TypeScript is also enabling JavaScript internally, right? That's the TypeScript is. So we will do something here. Let's create a function of main function I'm creating. This main function will accept three values a, b and c. Right, this function is accepting three values a, b and c. A is of type number, b is of type number, c is of type string, right? And the type of this particular function is string. The type of this particular function is string. Now if the type of this particular function is a string, you have to return a string. You might be thinking that I am returning one. So no, I'm returning a string one because I have kept double quotes here. If I'm removing those double quotes, error. Type number is not assignable to type string. So that's how actually TypeScript works. And rest everything is saved. Can we create arrow functions as well? So there's a const add. How do we assign a variable here? So simply let's say a and will be a number, b will be a number. If we want to assign the type of this function, that's it. Very easy. Now, generally, whenever you are dealing with React, there are two players in the market. One is React and another is Angular. They are built in such a way that you can do the cross things, right? React can be done by TypeScript and JavaScript both. It can be done by TypeScript plus JavaScript both. Same is with the Angular. It can be done with the TypeScript and TypeScript plus JavaScript. But the use case is we use JavaScript with React, TypeScript with Angular. They are used to be a framework Angular JS. See, in React and React JS both are same, but not in Angular. In Angular and Angular JS both are different frameworks. This Angular JS is not in market now, it is out of the market. It was using JS. Now there is a simple Angular which is using TypeScript. If you are going to their repository, as we know that both React and Angular are open source. Angular, by the way, is built by Google. If you are getting a job in Google, you have to work with Angular. They don't use React. It is using JavaScript, but it is using TypeScript as well. If we are going to Angular, it is using TypeScript. Much part of the Angular is written in TypeScript, a less part is written in JavaScript. It means that you can use, but Angular is strictly having TypeScript. I'll show you some of the Angular projects. they works in the same way. Same thing. Any problem? Like forget these things at the rate of Angular, rest everything will be same. Let me show you a main TypeScript file here. This one. Any problem? No problem. Everything is like that we are already having, right? But there are some other concepts also that are helpful for Angular, not for React. For React, because React does not support dependency injection, so this is fine for React. Now if you want to create a new file, we'll go to our TypeScript project. If we want to create newer files in this project, so same way, src, this time just make sure that file name is coming with tsx instead of jsx, t for TypeScript. That's it. No change. Everything will work in the same way, right? Till now, if I know 100 companies, those who are using React, out of that only one is working with TypeScript. If I have seen 15 companies, those who are using Angular, out of that I have seen one with JavaScript. Angular is like having some sort of grudges with JavaScript. They don't. In React, we can use TypeScript very easily, but in Angular, we can't. At that time, it will ask that no, you can't use. Working is almost same. Fetching APIs, components, states, all the hooks, everything is same. Where is the change? Change is very simple. Whenever you have some variables or functions, that also normal functions, normal variable you can write. If I'm writing let num equals to 20, there is no problem in this particular part and it will work fine. There is no problem. It's a TypeScript file. But if you want to add a type safety, so you can add that type safety. Now it will accept a string only. If you are writing your number, it will accept a number only. That's it. That is your React with TypeScript. If you need syllabus of TypeScript just for learning, not it's not useful for you because it comes with Angular. Same primitive types are there, right? String, number, boolean, any. I have told you in that this intersection, interference component, this enums, and this all these things mapped and all you have used in the list. Same is there. Classes in JavaScript, classes in TypeScript. If you are creating a class in JavaScript or TypeScript, let's say class of parent created. That's it. Same way, no change. So if you want to learn TypeScript just for fun, so go to this website only, Playground. In that only you will be seeing this handbook. In this you can learn. There are very small things. This one only, that's enough, right? This one. Like this. So here it is saying that this particular message. So one thing that I like in TypeScript is it gives you compile time error, because every time we are going to console to check the error, most of the errors it will give here itself. Most of the errors it will give here itself. This is a good thing with TypeScript. Rest everything is same like JavaScript, because TypeScript does not have any definition by itself. We say that it is a superset of JavaScript. Means all the things that you can do in JavaScript you can do in TypeScript as well. along with some added functionality. And what is that added functionality? That is the type safety of variables and functions. I hope you are creating this FIDS project with me as well. So background color to login page and sign up page. I think we are having background color. Barun, we are already having the background color. Did I give you the GitHub link of this project? FIDS project. Gave? Not yesterday. Link is same, right? I didn't push the code. So here you can find that particular part. It's the GitHub link for our project. You can go and check. We will discuss some other things about TypeScript. But now at first we will complete our project, then we will discuss. Theme option in FIDS. What is theme option, Adi? Like what do you mean by theme? Dark mode and light mode. Okay. We'll we'll do this. How many sessions are balance? Balance? If you want, we can finish tomorrow. There is no big deal. But I'm just going slow. So this website is built by Naidu. What is that? Learn. What is this? But Angular versus React. What is your opinion? I'm teaching both, so I don't want to give any opinion. Otherwise, Academy will ask me tomorrow why you said that React is best. See, both are good, and frankly, I love React much. Angular is, but with React, you cannot talk with backend. There is a problem. You need something else. You either, if you are in Java, you need Spring Boot or Spring. If you are in Maran stack or mini stack, you need Express.js. Angular is all enough. Angular is giving you MVC and dependency injection as well. So that's both are having their benefits and drawbacks. Support is good in React. Support means if you got a problem, you have lot of people in React, they will solve. In Angular, you don't have too much support. Salary is almost equal. There's no difference in salary. No difference. Both are same. Opportunities are too much in React, right? Body style applied to all JSX files. Varun, use module. With this site, we can learn more code. It has three section. What is Morse code? Even first you have to tell me this. Is the instrument or something? It's not accepting any value, sir. What is this? Encrypting language. How it is encrypting? Shortcuts. Encrypted language and defense. Okay, I like can't say anything about this because I don't know this particular part. If I know more, then I can say something. Refer first section. Where is first section? This one. Login access. Okay. For A, this is the thing. Dot. Array. What is this? See, S is simple. Three dots. Sorry? T is also simple. Simple slash. Kind of. Click play sound. Array, what is this? Like how S is creating with three dots. Wow. T? Wow. Is half part? No need. Wow. This is you. Very good. Now, how it is an encrypted language? Everybody knows it. If you are saying that this is used in army, then how is it an encrypted language now? But this is very good actually. If you are created something like this, it has this own logic. Y is like Y only. Nice. This language is used in Razi film. I never watched. Fine, guys. We'll connect again tomorrow. You can leave now.